Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you are at Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas, on Float.app. That's FLOTE.app, and it's a decentralized social media platform, and it's kind of along the same vein as a mishmash of Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube would be. It's very libertarian focused, and right now they're in their beta phase, but it's Bitcoin capable, and they will be launching a new website with a float token, and it's built on the IPFS network, so it's not dependent on Amazon web servers, so it can't be taken down in that aspect. So yeah, overall, and the streaming works amazing. So I'm been streaming on it, live on it, and yeah, it's been a great website to stream on. So I've chosen to continue on with Float now, and yeah, I really like the whole platform and the video streaming specifically. So hold on, let me just get this there, that thing moved out, and then we'll get that moved on. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is my video blog, and I've been doing this since October 24th, 2020, so almost a year now. I'm on episode, what is this, 298 now? Wow, man. Two more episodes and I'm at 300. So yeah, give me a thumbs up on YouTube or BitChute or Odyssey or however you're watching this. If you want to subscribe, you'll get these videos in your feed every single day. If you want to see my face that much, you don't have to watch my videos, but it'll show up in your feed, and the subscription helps. So I'm like 800 and something, 807 subscribers or something, and the closer I get to 1,000, that's cool. On YouTube, on all the other exchanges, whatever, it doesn't matter. But let's see, what am I missing here? Not sponsored by anybody. I'm not shilling anything. I will be having an Abra link because I will be kind of a brand ambassador for them, because I think that they'd be a great wallet for newbies to start out in crypto with, because that's the wallet I started out in crypto with. It acts kind of like a centralized exchange, but at the same time, you still get to hold the keys to your crypto. So I'm going to be having referral links on there, and that'll help out if you would use that. But aside from that, really, I'm not like, you know, anything I talk about on here. This is just my crypto journey. It's me learning about crypto. So, and I might be right, I might be wrong, good, bad, and ugly. I don't edit this show, and just kind of exploring new things today, which is what I'm going to be doing today too. I'm going to be exploring a new blockchain and an app on that blockchain that's being built that I've never messed around with. So, and I've seen it everywhere, which is Avalanche. I've never played around with Avalanche, and it's another blockchain. A lot of people, dubbed them the Ethereum killers. Along with Cardano, along with a bunch of these other, I can't even think right now. I'm feeling like a squashed bug this morning. Along with Solana, along with Zilliqa, all these are supposed to be Ethereum killers. I don't think that there's going to be an Ethereum killer. Well, first of all these blockchains are building bridges to Ethereum, so there's no way that it's going to be an Ethereum killer. And then second of all, Ethereum is kind of like the de facto default platform for NFTs and DeFi. All the institutions are adopting Ethereum and everything like that. However, that being said, it's expensive to operate on Ethereum, especially on layer 1. There's layer 2 solutions on top of Ethereum built that make it cheaper, and I think all the institutions and the large whales and all, the established money and all that stuff will be using Ethereum as their backbone for their decentralized finance, and it will be a settlement layer. However, all these other blockchains, Theta, Solana, Polkadot, Cosmos, Avalanche, Cardano, and all this stuff, they will be great complements, I believe, to Ethereum, and will allow certain niches and certain industries to be able to have real fast scaling blockchains without needing to work on Ethereum. So yeah, I don't know. So we'll see, but so far I've been seeing Avalanche pop up in lots of places. And so when this person that I met buying the Rainbow Room toilet paper NFT the other day, we got to talking in the chat and everything like that, and I made that video about the Rainbow Room NFT. He's like, hey man, I'm involved in this other project over here called SmartCoin Can you take a look at it? And I was like, yeah, why not? Sure. So I went over there and I noticed that it's built on Avalanche. It's like, you know what? I have not explored Avalanche yet. So this would be a good project to, instead of just trying to tackle Avalanche, tackle an application that's being built on Avalanche and approach it that way. All right. So anyway, let me go through some of these coins here. Bitcoin, $61,047.60, doing very, very well. I don't think we're going to see below 50,000 again, period. But then again, what do I know? I'm just like some schmo with a YouTube channel. Ethereum, $3,868.29, also very, very high up there. And yeah, with all this institutional adoption and DeFi and NFT activity going on, all the big money. See, the thing is, the Bitcoin halves every 4 years, and people are saying, oh, it goes through this whole, stock to flow type of model in which, we peak out about 18 months after the halving, and then it dips down for the bear market. And that's been the case for about 3-4 year Bitcoin cycles or something like that. And however, prior to this year, prior to 2020, Bitcoin has been a speculative only asset, and it's been kind of for nerds, basically, for lack of better words, And now, this year, as of 2020, all the institutions are getting into Bitcoin. All the large players, the large corporations, ETFs. For instance, the SEC approved a Volt ETF, which is an ETF exchange traded fund, and it's a bundle of stocks that you can invest in to kind of pad your risk a little bit. But you can invest in that, and it's a bunch of corporations that have Bitcoin on their order books, and the SEC approved that. And the SEC has tentatively approved an actual Bitcoin ETF as of this last week, like last Thursday or something. And so I think the final approval has to go through this week, but that's huge for Bitcoin. And countries are adopting Bitcoin now. El Salvador, I'm sure you probably heard of that. So, there's some things happening in Bitcoin and in crypto in this year, 2020 and 2021, that has not happened in previous halvings. So I don't think we're going to see the same similar pattern. I think we're going to continue going up for a while. But that's just my opinion, man. I do have to agree with a lot of people that think we will see 100,000 by the end of the year. So, hey. Anyway. Binance Coin 469.61. Binance is a centralized exchange, so don't let people fool you about Binance Smart Chain. I mean, I've messed around with Binance Smart Chain. I've done all right, and there's a lot of rowdy junk apps on there, so be careful playing around on Binance Smart Chain. A lot of rug pulls and stuff like that. Tether dollar stablecoin. Cardano. $2.18, XRP $1.13, Solana 165.28, Polkadot 41.95, USDC stablecoin, the Doge 24 cents, Terra 37.38, Uniswap 26.72, Binance stablecoin, WrapBC, Binance stablecoin, Litecoin 185.65, Shiba Inu got knocked down pretty heavy and hard, and it looks like it's crawled its way back a little bit, but whatever. It's just a meme coin. And then AVAX here, $57.68. So that's the Avalanche blockchain I'm talking about. And then Chainlink's down at 27.23. All right, okay. So anyway, I want to talk about Avalanche today. All right, if I can get this page to pull up. Boy, I tell you what. All right, anyway, whatever. Let's go to the Avalanche homepage real quick. Avalanche, blazingly fast, low cost, and eco-friendly. Avalanche is the fastest smart contracts platform in the blockchain industry as measured by time to finality and has the most validators securing its activity of any proof of stake protocol. Is that true? Does that have more validators than Cardano? Cardano's a proof of stake protocol. I don't think so. And what about more validators than what else we got here? Then Solana. How many validators does Solana have? How many validators? Well, yeah. Let me think. Cosmos, Polkadot. I don't know. That'd be interesting to compare validation numbers. And I saw one of these YouTubers at one point go into, and then yes, they looked at the Solana validators. versus Ethereum and stuff like that. But then, and versus some other blockchains like what is it? The name's Harmony, and they noticed that a lot of those validators were owned by the actual blockchain, the company behind the blockchain. Like for instance, a lot of the Solana blockchains were owned by the companies behind Solana, and Harmony, same thing. A lot of the blockchains were actually owned by the companies behind Harmony, rather than just individuals who wanted to run a validator node. So that's something you got to look out for. I'm not sure if that's the case with Avalanche, so that would be interesting to see. I'd have to dig into that later. So build fast, low-cost, Solidity-compatible dApps. Okay, so it's all Solidity compatible. So you can launch Ethereum dApps that confirm transactions instantly and process thousands of transactions per second, far beyond any decentralized blockchain platform today. So yeah, you can even run Ethereum apps on it. So like I'm saying, everything's pointing to Ethereum. But there is a use case and a niche and stuff like that for other blockchains to come in and fill things that Ethereum can't, because Ethereum is so saturated, and there's plenty of room for everybody, folks. You know, the amount of money that is coming into cryptocurrency and then into DeFi and stuff like that and the NFTs is insane. And we are going to see literally an avalanche of activity moving into this whole sector of finance. So, what the heck? Hold on. All right, so it's I had the Avalanche wallet up on, so it was asking me, and it would have showed my private keys if I would have clicked stay. Anyway, launch customized blockchains, private and public. So you can deploy your own blockchains on top of Avalanche. So deploy blockchains that fit your own application needs, build your own virtual machine, and dictate exactly how the blockchain should operate. And then scale to millions of validators with minimal hardware. Stake or lock up your AVAX to process transactions and further secure the platform, providing security guarantees well above the 51% standard. You probably have the hardware required to join the platform. So it's really easily accessible. You don't have to have all this crazy hardware in order to do so. I think Solana, you kind of have to. You have to have some advanced computing knowledge and stuff like that. Maybe not so with Solana, with Avalanche. And I've looked into opening up a validator here on this computer, and it looks pretty easy technically to do so. So that's a plus. And then the 51% standard, what they're talking about is a 51% attack. That's when more than 51%. Or 51% or more of all the nodes, the validators across the network, are owned and controlled by one person or one entity. And when that happens, and it usually happens with smaller networks that are just starting out, that are not really that distributed, all the decisions and all the money and everything taking place on that network is controlled by that one actor, and that could be definitely a nefarious actor, somebody who's not working in your interest and is working in their own interest, and that is bad. You do not want that. So let's see, well above so it's providing security guarantees well above the 51% standard. So it's at some point above that when a 51% attack would be successful. So let's see here. Let's look at the little the metric thing. Comparing to other blockchains, so Bitcoin 7 TPS, Ethereum 14 TPS, Polkadot 1500 TPS, and Solana more than 4500 TPS. Now Visa and MasterCard, they're working around 1200 TPS. TPS is transactions per second. Transactional finality. So just because a transaction going through doesn't mean it's finalized yet. A lot of times it has to run and verify multiple times across the network just to finalize. I think Bitcoin, you have to run it across the network 6 times. So that's about an hour that it takes to do that. Ethereum 6 minutes, Polkadot 60 seconds, and Avalanche 2 seconds. Energy efficient, Bitcoin no. However, I've been studying up on a lot of the alternative energy sources for Bitcoin, and it looks pretty rad, honestly. So I'm not going to really put too much stock in that. Ethereum, no. GPU optimal. Again, Ethereum is moving towards proof of stake, because they say down here that Ethereum is proof of work, and it's not necessarily going to be the case anymore. Polkadot 60 seconds, proof of stake. Okay, I don't know a whole lot about Polkadot, honestly. And Avalanche 2 seconds, and yes, CPU optimal. So Polkadot and Avalanche are CPU optimal. I have 2 GPUs in my computer. but somebody just running a laptop could run a validator node. So Avalanche has thousands of nodes. Let's see here. Let's go to validators on Avalanche. How many validators do we have? Let's see. Where are you at? Avalanche Explorer. So that's what, if you can find out the actual information, not just the market speak, when you go to the blockchain explorer on all these blockchains. And let's go over here to validators right here. Ta-da! Validators. And let's see here. 1085. Okay, so let's go back over here. Thousands of nodes. Okay. So there's 1085, so I wouldn't say that's thousands, but yeah, okay. And then let's see. So safety threshold 51%, 51%, Polkadot's 33%, and then Avalanche is 80% parameterized. Okay, interesting. I'm not really exactly sure what that means, but you know, I'm not the smartest developer guy. Okay, so solutions powered by Avalanche. So there, like I said, I can't ignore a lot of this stuff popping up on Avalanche. For instance, Aave over here. If you want to take a quick look at this website, Aave is one of the #1 DeFi apps that allows you to borrow and lend and stuff like that and earn interest. And as you can see here, it's on Ethereum, and then it's on Polygon, the layer 2 solution for Ethereum, and it's on Avalanche right here. Cool stuff. So I could not ignore that because I use Aave quite regularly. And then let's see here. Pangolin is another app on there that I've heard people talk about. BZX is another one. And government institutions, enterprises, and governments. Avalanche is the best verifiable platform for institutions, enterprises, and governments. Launch assets, build applications, and create subnets with complete control over your implementation, with compliance, data security, and other rule sets built into the foundation. So it's really focused on asset issuance and trading, debt financing, digital ID, and document tracking. The Congress of Quintana Roo uses it. I believe that's a state in Mexico, which is right above Belize in the Yucatan. So that's Quintana Roo right there, because I've been there. So, all right. And then NFT Tops is using Avalanche. And when I saw that, my jaw dropped because I love myself some baseball cards. You know, I have these Tops baseball cards right here. And now these are available as NFTs on Avalanche. So I think that's pretty rad, and I don't know why it's taking me to the support page. I think I was digging around looking for why Avalanche and stuff like that on the Tops, but yeah, now baseball cards are coming in the form of NFTs, and right now you have to really go through Tops's centralized platform to pay for these baseball cards by PayPal and stuff like that. Right here, Bazooka Bubblegum, Soccer, Godzilla. Yeah, so, but you have to use Tops's marketplace right now. You can't really get your, I don't think you can get your private keys for it at the moment, but they're working on creating this marketplace where you have your own keys for it and where you can buy and sell on, through your Avalanche wallet as well. So Yu Darvish plays for the Padres. All right, moved over from the Rangers. All right, so okay, so let's move on over here to this app that they were talking about, SmartCoin. And let's see here. So this is a good way to explore a new blockchain sometimes, is to go through and look at apps built on it. So let's go to SmartCoin right here. Yeah, right here. We got my kombucha. Okay. DeFi apps. Now I'm starting to see a lot of different DeFi apps, and a lot of them are starting to blend together and look the same and all that stuff. But it's all right. Once you get the model of what DeFi apps look like, then you can kind of like immediately and quickly explore them and be like, okay, this is good. And I've explored this one and it seems good. All right, so let's check out their little video intro.
Welcome to SmartCoin, the world's first self-feeding high APR yield farm, where the vast majority of the rewards go back to the participants. The tokenomics are simple, yet innovative. First, SmartCoin algorithmically rewards participants by giving away 70% of all its tokens, perpetuating the self-feeding loop that makes SmartCoin smart. And second, our double-double mechanism designed from the ground up for maximum rewards for our users. Here's how it works. Whenever the TVL, also known as total value locked in the platform, doubles, the APR also doubles. At $100,000 TVL, the APR will be set at 100%. At $200,000 TVL, the APR will double to 200%. $400,000 TVL equals 400% APR, and so on. This creates a strong incentive for participants to not only participate in the farm, but also stay in it. As the TVL increases and the public becomes aware of the doubling APR rewards, we expect word to get out fast. Because of the unique rewards mechanism, word-of-mouth marketing should explode SmartCoin's growth while rewarding people that play the game properly. Now let's move to the second unique mechanism that makes SmartCoin the best extremely high APR yield farm in existence, our treasury, also known as our Smart Fund. 20% of all emissions go into our Smart Fund, the sole purpose of which is to incentivize users to come and play in our high APR yield farm. We have a vast roadmap for how to grow our project, including rewarding Diamond Hand users in future releases. However, the first use case of our 20% treasury is what we call buyback and stake. What does that mean? Remember how I said our APR would be doubling each time TVL doubles? Well, what do you think will happen when we boost our own TVL with our treasury? Yes, that's right. APRs will increase. So simply by being an early investor, our buyback and stake program will continue to push TVL and therefore APR upward. Now, you might be hearing this and thinking, I'm an experienced DeFi.
Okay, I'm not going to listen to the entire 8 or 9 minute video or something like that because I don't have a lot of time. I only get 30 minutes of this, so that would be almost a third of this video looking at that. But so it's a high yield APR farm. All right, so I did look through some of the docs, and I learned some new concepts. For instance, so SmartCoin is a Paladin-audited yield farming protocol on Avalanche with innovative self-feeding tokenomics system and 100% fair launch. The primary goal is to provide a safe, stable, and profitable experience for those who enjoy the thrill of hunting for high APRs, while distributing a perpetually increasing amount of SmartCoin per day to the community in the form of a massive booster economics and economic stimulus incentives. Now, I'm guilty of being a degen and aping into some of these high yield APR, APY DeFi apps and yield aggregators because they're kind of fun and thrilling. But I do this with money that I can afford to lose, and I don't sit there and pull out borrow against my mortgage on this stuff. So and I do this with only stuff that I've gained on. So just take note of that. I have come across some bad actors and bad apps on like the Polygon network, and I'm starting to be able to recognize which ones are the good ones and which ones are the bad ones. This one does not seem like a bad one. This one seems like a good one. So our core mission is providing an exciting and fun to use yield farming aggregator protocol while ensuring that the platform is stable and secure and easy to navigate. So what is a yield farm aggregator? As far as I know, you would go and you would lock your tokens in, providing liquidity on another type of platform and on an automated market maker. And then you'd say provide like 50% Tether, 50% Ethereum, right? And then you would include to provide liquidity. So you would get those transaction fees for that. And they give you the liquidity pool token as the representation of your position in that liquidity pool. And then so you would be the one entitled to the transaction fees that go through that liquidity pool as people swap on that decentralized exchange platform. So you're holding that liquidity pool token, but what an aggregator does, it allows you to stake and lock up that liquidity pool token and earn extra yield on top of that, including those transaction fees. So that's what that yield farming aggregator protocol is. So to that effect, SmartCoin employs a fully KYC verified team of Y Combinator founders, and Y Combinator is one of these incubator type of projects that funds really well vetted projects for crypto projects and stuff like that for people to invest in and to angel invest in and stuff like that. So yeah, SmartCoin employs a fully KYC, know your customer, verified team of Y Combinator founders, and that's in Silicon Valley, a Harvard professor, Amazon Google developers, a AAA game architect, and professional yield farmers. Our team has studied what causes project implosions and have subsequently implemented redundancies and safety measures in both the contracts and economics to prevent attack vectors, single source Oracle exploits, and other issues that could potentially stop a project in its tracks. And there's things like rug pulls too, is when all the developers of a project, after you get in that liquidity pool, all the developers, or for some reason, some other pool has a higher yield and everybody migrates over there and you're stuck holding the bag, that's a rug pull. And this, they're studying all these things. What causes this type of behavior? And they're trying to figure out an app that'll work against that. So our smart contract is a class inheritance fork of Trader Joe version 2, ensuring maximum safety, but a token distribution that follows a variable supply decaying emission model. Okay, so let's see the smart token. There's the contract address. I set up smart in my MetaMask wallet, and right here, you can just, it's just this, the same old thing on as well as any other networks where you can set up, by just adding custom RPC right here. I'll show you in my MetaMask wallet what I did. And so it's MetaMask compatible, which is good. Let me go and expand this view so you can see this MetaMask wallet. So all I have to do on Avalanche apps is just plug in my MetaMask now. So as you can see, I set it up right there, and I have AVAX, Trader Joe, and then the SmartCoin. I don't have any of it right now, but as you can see, I have all these networks set up. Meter, Avalanche, here's the test nets, Ethereum mainnet, Mumbai, Volta, Arbitrum, Optimism, Huobi, XDAI, Binance Smart Chain, Matic Network, Energy Web, and then here's how where you go to set up the Matic and the Avalanche network. You go to custom RPC and you click on that, and it takes you to that page, and right there you would fill in this information right there in those little spots. So yeah, that's how you set up your RPC, and then you can also download the wallet as well. And you don't download the wallet, you go here to the wallet right here, and you access your existing Avalanche wallet here. And I set up a private key, and I wrote it down on a piece of paper. It's 24 words, so be prepared to get a cramp in your hand. Let's see here. Okay, so anyway, tokenomics. I'm not really a tokenomics guy. I just kind of look at the maximum supply, and I don't really know how to read tokenomics that well, honestly, to be completely honest with you. So, but as far as I know, the little bit I know, the tokenomics look pretty good. Smart fund. Okay, so this is where I was getting interested here. In total, 70% of all emissions are direct to the community. 50% of total smart is emitted is allocated to liquidity provider rewards, and 20% goes to the smart fund treasury. That's the treasury that they were talking about, that they would dump back into it in order to increase the total value locked. The smart fund is used for economic stimulus, reinvesting back in the community in the form of high APR events designed to incentivize onboarding and user engagement. So there are two incentives: the double mechanism that you saw with total value locked incrementally increasing and doubling. And then this Bollinger Band Booster, which I've seen this term Bollinger Band for a while, and whenever people are doing this whole TA, the technical analysis and stuff, but I kind of just go over my head because I just don't know a bunch of terms like that, and I don't really get into TA. But I'm finally understanding what Bollinger Bands are because of this. So here's their double mechanism first. So the double mechanism is designed from the ground up to enable maximum rewards for our users. Whether the total value locked in the platform doubles, the APR also doubles. This creates a strong incentive for participants to not only participate in the farm, but to also stay in it. As the total value locked increases and the public becomes aware of the doubling APR rewards, we expect the word to get out fast, because Because of the unique reward mechanisms, word of mouth marketing should explode SmartCoin's growth while rewarding people that maintain liquidity on our platform. Okay, so that's that. Oh, good morning, 404 not found. Sorry, I did not have the float chat up. So let me say, yeah, I'll do it the way all the internet people do it. GM. All right. All right, so let's go on to this Bollinger Band Booster. So finally, somebody discovered me here on Float.app. I've been migrating around and floating around literally, and I had good chats going in Theta Network, and then because Theta wasn't really working for me, I couldn't bring everybody over to Float. So anyway, Bollinger Band Booster are a set of trend lines used on a price chart as a metric to determine when prices are high or low on a relative basis. They are typically plotted two standard deviations, both positively and negatively, away from a simple moving average. So I took statistics in college, and yeah, I learned what a standard deviation was in statistics, and it's how much something deviates from an average. There's the upper standard deviation, and then there's the lower band standard deviation. Bollinger Bands work in pairs with an upper and lower band used in conjunction with a moving average or central band. So the closer the price is moved to the upper band, the more the asset could be considered to be overbought. And let me just highlight that. All right. And yep, the price trend moves. If the price trend moves towards a lower band, the more the asset could be oversold. All right, so in other words, when the price trend moves towards the bottom Bollinger line, we have entered the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. All right, thank you. I probably put that song on your head for the rest of the day, which could indicate a likeliness of sustained downward pressure. Okay, so whenever things keep on floating down, then you know that the trend is probably going down for that asset, and that's kind of a warning sign if you are a TA person and you follow this type of stuff, you know. Or you're like, oh crap, should I sell? And you're just sitting up at night thinking like, man, I need to like get up in the middle of the night. I need to sell that crap. I don't want to be stuck holding the bag. So SmartCoin solves for this via innovative tokenomics. When the price falls below the lower Bollinger Band, our Bollinger Band Booster, I like that alliteration, goes into effect, boosting the APR percentage of our smart fund. Right on. Okay. So this increases investor yield, de-incentivizes bank runs, and generates more buying pressure for smart. So when you're laying there and it's like 2 in the morning and you're just like, dude, and you're looking at your phone and you're just seeing, and you're just like, I need to get downstairs. I need to sell this crap, dude. And then a bunch of other people are probably thinking that too, and then it's going to cause a bank run. So what happens is this Bollinger Band Booster kicks in this particular app, and it increases that APR right here. As you can see right here. And my chair's squeaking a lot. I'm sorry. This is probably going to be sucking a podcast. So it increases investor yield, de-incentivizes bank runs, and generates more buying pressure for SMRT token. So the higher that APR is, the more it increases buying pressure, because people are going to see the APR and be like, I need to hurry up and buy this while the APRs are kind of high. And so what it does is it pushes that trend in the lower, that was previously in the danger zone in the lower Bollinger Band area. It pushes it back up. So it increases the APR and incentivizes that buying pressure. So that's how it works. And once I got this, then I kind of understood that this is not really just another yield farm. This actually has some interesting mechanics that work. And all this is built into the smart contract. So you don't have somebody, some broker or whatever person running, SmartCoin CEO sitting there looking at the charts being like, yep, it's in the danger zone, time to increase that APR, making these judgment calls. You have this built in code in the contract. So yeah, it's automatically and it does it in the code. So here's the contract address: SmartCoin, Master Chef, SmartCoin version 2, Treasury contract, the team contract, and the investor contract. And then we'll go to security. Master Chef contract is derived from Trader Joe's base contract. Instead of a fork copy paste, we use class inheritance. And if you're familiar with Java, you know what classes are. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole. So SmartCoin functionality is identical to Trader Joe's. All the logic in smart is exactly the same as Joe and was deployed with the same scripts. All right, so let's take a look real quick over at Trader Joe. See, I'm discovering a whole new world within the blockchain world, and that's the amazing thing about crypto is I'm constantly exploring and getting this new stuff. So you basically have to get AVAX first. You can get AVAX on pretty much any centralized exchange. All right. So here's just, your typical swapping platform right here. Elmo's world. All right. So how would you get SmartCoin? Let's see here. Smart Avalanche, connect to a wallet. All right, sure. I'll connect to my wallet. Is my MetaMask connected to Avalanche? Let me see. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's connected. All right, so connect to a wallet, MetaMask. And it is initializing. I think I got to sign my MetaMask wallet, which is fine. I will sign this, and it does not cost you anything to sign your MetaMask wallet to something. So when that pops up, no, don't fear. Right now the total APR is at 968.9%. That's really good. Plus Bollinger Booster is plus 168.9 right now. I wonder when it goes back in out of the danger zone, how quickly or how much this Bollinger Booster decreases. So the smart price is 52 cents, 0.526 cents. Daily rewards is 70,890 smart. So the total value locked right now is 1.4 million. So this is pretty early, man. So yeah, let's see. Let's go to buy. Let's see what's up. It takes you to Trader Joe's. And so you got to trade AVAX for it. Select a token. Okay, so you got to import the token right here. All right, so I understand. All right, I feel pretty safe about it because the guy was buying rainbow rolls NFTs, and the rainbow rolls are good for the public. And yeah, if you are interested in those rainbow rolls, the TP NFTs, the toilet paper NFTs, that's something to look at. So yeah, I don't own any Avalanche, but you can get Avalanche off of any major exchange, and put it in your wallet and make it available to trade here for the smart token. So you know what? This might be a really great entry point for me to dig into Avalanche, is to buy some Avalanche and use this smart DeFi platform. I think I'm going to do that. So, this kind of my job or my hobby job to test out a lot of these things and to check them out. So I think this one is a worthwhile one to jump into. Anyway, so that being said, that's basically the skinny on the smart coin. So if you're into interesting DeFi applications and high yield aggregators and stuff like that, and you're looking for something that's not going to be a fly-by-night operation, I don't think that this one will be. I think it's going to be an interesting, unique opportunity to avoid the crowds and go to a blockchain that is a little less populated and have a chance to jump into some really high yield stuff in a safe way without dealing with the mass populace coming in and ruining it for everybody. So that's an amazing thing about crypto, is you can constantly keep up on some of the more fringe projects. And then whenever you're early in those projects, you can really reap some really good yields. So yeah, check out smartcoin.farm. And let me know what you think. And I want to see some opinions on this. I'm so far, good impression. So thanks a lot for showing me this person from Rainbow Rolls Discord server. So, all right. Well, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Let me pull this. Oh, my guest yesterday never showed up. He had something come up. I was going to interview Francois Andre from he creates his own shoe line, and we might do it tonight or next week. I'm trying to work out a time with him. He had something really important pop up, and I understand life happens, whatever, it's no big deal, and we'll just reschedule. And he really wants to reschedule, so you might see me pop on here later tonight and interview him. So yeah, that'll be around 8 or 8:30 tonight if we do that. Otherwise, it'll be next weekend. And Yeah, so I will you guys have a good Sunday, man. Enjoy your weekend, spend time with your family, and remember that, regardless of all this crypto stuff, family is more important, and I don't want to just lecture you about life and stuff like that, but whenever you see a lot of this stuff, you find yourself at 2 a.m. waking up, checking your phone and panicking. You probably should take a step back, okay? And don't mortgage out your house or borrow against your house and crap like that for stuff like this. This is a hobby, man. I have my day job. I contribute to the GDP economy, so yeah. All right. Thanks, 404 Not Found. You have a great day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow or later tonight. Who knows? All right. Bye.